A classically trained singer decides to leave her small town in Kansas and make it in New York. She auditions for every gig she can get, while doing odd jobs, driving an Uber, waiting tables. She gets a regular gig singing at a nightclub in the Village for happy hour from 5 to 7 every day. She lands an acting gig on an off Broadway play, and also a bit part on a soap opera. She keeps balancing all these jobs and gigs until one day she's not sure she can do it for much longer. And right when she starts to doubt herself, she gets a call from her agent who says she's been offered an audition for the Seattle Met Opera for a very prominent role. She goes in and auditions for the role, and the opera conductor's a little bit of an ass. Before she even gets a note out, says, "And what have you been doing lately?" She says, "I've been acting in an off-Broadway play. I've been singing at a nightclub in the Village. I'm doing a bit part on a soap opera." Soap opera? What are you wasting your time there for? This is the New York Met Opera, not a soap opera. Her agent calls the next day and says she didn't get the part. However, a week later, the agent calls again and says, "Hey, the person they got to play the part you auditioned for and their understudy are sick. They're wondering if you could come in and cover this week." She says yes, thinking she'll have to get a sub for her nightclub gig in the Village. However, she realizes that gig goes from 5 to 7 every day, and the Met Opera starts at 7:30, so she can Uber over, quickly shower, get dressed, and hit the stage at 7:30. The first night she tries this, she Ubers over after a nightclub gig and realizes in her dressing room she won't have time to warm up and shower separately. So she thinks that, well, I'll just warm up while I'm in the shower. She gets in the shower, it's pretty small, and as she starts singing, she realizes she'll be right under the water the whole time and has to be careful with swallowing water while she's doing her scale. But as she's singing scales going me, and applying body wash to her face, she accidentally swallows a big gulp and starts choking. She stumbles out of the shower, stark naked, opens her dressing room door, croaks out, "Help!" Other singers passing by and see she's choking and yells, "We need a doctor here." Suddenly the opera conductor comes around the corner and says, "What is going on here?" The other singer says, "I think she was warming up in the shower and choked on some shampoo or body wash." The opera conductor says, "She was singing while washing up? Well, I won't have it. This is the New York Met Opera, not a soap opera."